Yes lads, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today I'm going to bring you guys the Leicester versus Chelsea match preview. So the boys and girls, after a brilliant result last time out in Premier League action, once again as the Foxes picked up another 3 points in 2021 as of course we beaten Southampton 2-0 at the King Power Stadium on Saturday night. Premier League action continues on Tuesday night as tomorrow we will take on Chelsea at the King Power Stadium once again in the Premier League. So that being said, in today's video I'm going to bring you guys the Leicester versus Chelsea match preview. I'll run for the Chelsea side of things, my thoughts on the game, my prediction and also my score prediction for Tuesday night's huge game in the Premier League. But just before we get into all that, make sure a big thumbs up down below on today's video if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, as I bring you guys another match preview for another game in the Premier League. Games are coming thick and fast, and so is the content. Yeah, if you guys do enjoy today's video, let me know by dropping a like. Also subscribe to see my face on your screen before. We are well on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that'd be massively appreciated. Also turn on my channel notifications so you guys will get notification every single time I upload a video on the channel. Go and follow me on social medias. Links then will all be in the description down below. Go for my Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter. All links will be in the description down below. Let me know your thoughts on tomorrow's game, your score predictions in the comment section down below. But yeah, let's quit the waffling, and without further ado, let's get into another video and let's get into the Leicester versus Chelsea match preview. So then, as always, getting straight into today's match preview. You guys by now should know the drill. We're going to start off by talking a bit about Chelsea going into tomorrow's game. This week on the channel, I've got Daniel from the channel, Daniel Tekkerz, to bring you guys the Chelsea side of things. As a Chelsea fan, Chelsea content creator, I'll be linked to his channel in the description down below. Go subscribe to him. That a big thanks to him for coming on the channel today. But yeah, he's going to come on and bring you guys the Chelsea side of things heading into today's games. Yeah, go subscribe to the channel. Link will be in the description down below. But yeah, I'm going to hand over to him. He's going to bring me and you the Chelsea side of things going into tomorrow's game.
So I'm Daniel Tekkerz. I do Chelsea content on YouTube. I do a lot of the Chelsea videos, do match reactions, transfer news, predicted lineups, and also live streams. So let's get into what I think will happen in the Chelsea versus Leicester game. So which Chelsea players could cause you problems? I think Mason Mount and Callum Hudson-Odoi, they've been doing very well listening. Maybe Kai Havertz. I mean, I know he scored a hat-trick against Barnsley. I know it's Barnsley, but he's getting back on form. I know he scored against Morecambe. He had a great game there. If he supports Timo Werner as he did in that game, I could see Werner almost getting a goal as well. And I'm not sure, but those two have been very good in the last maybe 5 to 10 games, Hudson-Odoi and Havertz, since Havertz recovered from Corona, and also Hudson-Odoi off the bench. He's been doing well. He got his assist against Arsenal, scored against Man City. Yeah, I think he got a second assist against Aston Villa. Played the pass over to Chilwell. Chilwell crossed it in, Giroud headed it in. And yeah, he's been doing very well. So my predicted lineup, I think it'll be a back 5 of Edouard Mendy, Reece James, Thiago Silva, Kurt Zouma, and Ben Chilwell. I think the former Leicester man will play, and Zouma to come in for Antonio Rudiger, and Reece James to come in for Cesar Azpilicueta, because Azpilicueta's been getting roasted down the right hand side recently, so I need Reece James to come back. And the 3 in the midfield, I'm going to go with N'Golo Kante, the former Leicester man, in the CDM role. And on the left, I'm going to go with Mason Mount, and then on the right, I'm going to go with Kai Havertz. Hopefully he can support Timo Werner up front like he did against Morecambe. They both got an assist and a goal. On the right, I'm going to go with Hakim Ziyech. I think he'll play. I mean, he looked like he was a bit tired for the game against Fulham, but I think he'll play. He's got a lot of balls into the area. Left, Callum Hudson-Odoi should play. Lampard left him out, and after he brought him on, as you saw straight away, he got the second assist for the goal by Mason Mount. And up front, I'm going to go with Timo Werner, even though he still hasn't scored a Premier League goal since Sheffield United, which is in November time. And the main probably players for Leicester who will cause Chelsea's defence problems is mainly Harvey Barnes, James Madison, and also Jamie Vardy. They've all been good recently. I know Harvey Barnes scored in the fixture last year, I think, when Caballero came out with the goal, and then Harvey Barnes scored, and also Ben Chilwell scored as well. And I think those 3 are going to be dangerous for going up against like Kurt Zouma, Thiago Silva, James and Chilwell, and of course Edouard Mendy in the goal. So my score predictions, I think Chelsea will get the 2-1 win. Harvey Barnes to score for you, and a goal from Tammy Abraham and Callum Hudson-Odoi. I think the 2 academy products will get the goal. So thanks to having me on here.
There we go then, that is it for the Chelsea side of things then heading into tomorrow's game. A big thanks to Daniel from the channel, Daniel Tekkerz, for bringing you guys the Chelsea side of things. Go subscribe to his channel, link will be in the description down below. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the Leicester side of things. Right then, Chelsea at home then tomorrow. Another game in the Premier League, and it's fair to say this one is going to be a very, very big game. Of course, two sides doing quite well so far this season. Leicester, of course, doing fantastic at the moment, coming off that brilliant win against Southampton. Of course, they finished 2-0 at the King Power Stadium on Saturday a couple of days ago. But yeah, we're back in Premier League action, back at the King Power Stadium once again. It's another big game in the Premier League for the Foxes. Of course, with Leicester going into tomorrow's game, sitting third place in the Premier League table, it's another very, very big game for Leicester at home once again. Of course, Chelsea doing quite well this season under Frank Lampard as well. They have some great players, and although they haven't been performing that well this season, they can still definitely cause some real problems. If the likes of Kai Havertz, Werner all turn up, they can really rip us apart, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but it's definitely a winnable one for Leicester, and a win will be absolutely huge for Leicester. I think these are the type of games though Leicester do need to try and pick up some points. Obviously, Chelsea are going to be up there towards the end of the season. If Leicester can take a point, 3 points, especially at home, of course, at the King Power Stadium tomorrow, it will be massive. Even a point, I'll take that. Obviously, it's only a point, but all the points do add up towards the end of the season, and of course, it will take some points off our competitors. So if Leicester can go tomorrow, take some points with Chelsea and don't allow them to get all 3 points, I think that would be a very good result. So far this season against the top 6 sides, we've been very, very good, to be honest. I think we've only lost one. That came against Liverpool, so I'm pretty confident that Leicester can get something tomorrow. But obviously, it's going to be a very tough game as we come up against a very good Chelsea side under Frank Lampard. It's also going to be a very, very interesting game tactically. Of course, Brendan Rodgers and Frank Lampard, two pretty decent managers, and both sides like to play a similar style of football. So yeah, will Leicester have more of the ball, will Chelsea sit back, or would it be the other way around? For me, I think it would be quite 50-50, but if any team will control the ball a bit more, I think it will be Chelsea, but Leicester could do that as well. But overall, if Leicester can try and hit Chelsea on the counter-attack, I think that would be the best way to go about it. But obviously, Chelsea defence is quite strong as well. But I mean, Chelsea on paper, their team's very, very good, but overall this season, I don't think they'll be performing as well as they would like to. So it's going to be an interesting one. But overall, if Leicester can play the passing football, we could break them down. But again, we could definitely get them on the counter, and that goes for Chelsea as well, because our defence, yeah, it's been good recently, but a couple of months ago it was looking quite shaky as well. So yeah, Chelsea will definitely be able to get us, but going forward, Leicester will cause Chelsea some problems with a fully fit side going forward for the Foxes. Overall, it's going to be a really, really difficult one to predict, in my opinion. It could definitely be a draw. It could go either way though, because it really does depend on which side of the sides turn over, because both sides have been pretty inconsistent. In the last couple of weeks though, for Leicester, we're looking very good, of course, coming off that great win against Southampton last night. I think we'll be right. Chelsea only got one win against Fulham, and that was with 10 men for Fulham as well. So to be honest, I don't think that's the greatest for Chelsea either. So it's going to be a difficult one. Overall, I am going to think Leicester can potentially get the win, but I don't know. I'm pretty confident going into the game. That's probably going to be, I think we'll probably lose now saying that, but I fancy Leicester to try and get something from the game. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on tomorrow's game, lads, in the comment section down below. So the boys and girls, that is it for the Chelsea side of things and my thoughts then on tomorrow's game. So yeah, let's get into my predicted lineups. Yeah, this is the side I think Brendan Rodgers will go to start against Chelsea tomorrow in the Premier League. So yeah, as always, I'll be going with the 4-3-3 formation. I don't think we could really change it, to be honest. I don't see the point of changing something which isn't broken. So yeah, 4-3-3 tomorrow, pretty self-explanatory. 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 attackers. I don't really know why I said that, but yeah, starting off in goal then, I'm going to be going with Kasper Schmeichel. Of course, last time it was his 400th appearance. He kept a clean sheet. Fantastic again from Schmeichel against Southampton. Coming into the game, obviously he's going to start unless he breaks his foot rolling out better than more. I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be a big game for Kasper. He's going to have to make some saves, to be honest. If Leicester will keep a clean sheet, and can I see Leicester keeping a clean sheet? Probably not, because Chelsea going forward will cause us problems. Yeah, of course in goal, obviously it will be Kasper Schmeichel. Moving into the back four then, so yeah, starting from right back, of course, we're going to be going with James Justin as always. So far this season, he has been absolutely fantastic. Of course, going forward, he's good defensively, solid as well. Based on the game tomorrow, he's going to be he's going to have to have a good game, to be honest, because obviously Chelsea pretty scary going forward, and obviously going forward he will have to cause some problems. I think he will be up against Ben Chilwell going forward, so that could be a bit interesting. But yeah, of course at right back we'll be going with James Justin, the Luton Cafu. Centre back wise then, so this is a bit of a difficult one. Will Southampton come in? Will he not? For me, I don't think he will. So based on that, obviously the first one is of course going to be Johnny Evans. Of course he's pretty much guaranteed to start. He usually starts, and it depends who's next to him. Yeah, first one of course will be Johnny Evans. Next to him I'll be going with Wesley Fofana. I think Southampton will start next week in the FA Cup against Brentford. So yeah, I'll be going with the centre back pairing of Evans and Fofana. That's been the centre back pairing most recently. It's fair to say they've done a pretty good job. So yeah, that'll be my 2 centre backs of the game. And of course at left back, as always, we'll be going with Timothy Castagne. Ricardo Pereira is edging ever closer, but at the moment I can't see him getting into that side, because obviously the 2 full backs in JJ and Castagne are doing a fantastic job. Same as JJ, for Castagne used to be up and down on that side defensively. defensively he's going to have to be good, but going forward I think he can cause Chelsea some problems as well. Right then, moving into the midfield three, so yeah, starting off in the CDM role, pretty easy, self-explanatory. It's going to be Wilfred and Diddy. Yeah, has to be Wilfred, to be honest. Nepal's man, he's got a slight injury at the moment, so has Dennis Pratt, and Hamza Chowdhury is probably not going to get into lineups. Yeah, CDM, of course, it will be Wilfred and Diddy. He's going to be key once again in the game. Like always, Wilfred and Diddy, he's going to have to stop those Chelsea attacks, just to turn the ball around, especially if Leicester are going to be on the counter-attack. Wilfred's going to be key in there, trying to break up their play and set Leicester off on the counter-attack with the lots of James Madison in there as well. So yeah, Wilf to start in the CDM role. Just ahead of him, of course, we'll be going with Youri Tielemans as always. Tielemans, yet again, fantastic last night against Southampton. Hopefully he can continue his good form against Chelsea. It's going to be tough for him in midfield, as always. The midfield battle is going to be key in the game, so yeah, hopefully Leicester can win that battle, and Youri Tielemans is going to be a key part of that. And the more attacking midfield, of course, we'll be going with James Madison. Goal last night against Southampton. He's going to have he's going to be having a lot of confidence. Is James Madison? So yeah, hopefully James can have another good game. Hopefully he can terrorise his mate Ben Chilwell. I don't know why we chose a left back, but yeah, anyway, hopefully James can have a good game. Hopefully he can get a pretty weak Chelsea defence, but yet again he's going to be a very key man for Leicester. Finally, moving into the front three, starting off in the left wing position, of course, we're going to be going with Harvey Barnes. This guy's on absolute fire at the moment. As Barnes scores another goal last night, so yeah, his confidence, just like James Madison, is going to be thriving. So yeah, hopefully Barnes can have another good game. Going forward, he's going to be key in the game. Obviously defensively he's going to have to track back a bit as well. So yeah, left wing Barnes, right wing we're going to be going with Marco Brighton, the unsung hero from the Leicester team in my opinion. Obviously he's not the most skillful winger, but most recently he has done a great job for Leicester. Consistent 10 out of 10 I wish, about 7 out of 10 performances consistently, going forward, going back. He's just solid as Marco Brighton. He's going to be key in the game, and he's going to stop Ben Chilwell from going forward, which is a good thing. So yeah, all Brighton on the right, and then finally up top we will be going with Vardy. Of course he had a slight injury issue, but Brendan Rodgers has confirmed today in his press conference that Vardy's fully fit going into tomorrow's game. So yeah, Vardy up top, hopefully he can get back to his scoring ways. Obviously he's been a bit quiet, but he usually is quiet towards the start of the year. Hopefully he can get a goal against Chelsea. He does love a goal against Chelsea as well. So yeah, that is my front three for the game. Of course, that is my predicted lineup. Let me know your thoughts on my lineup. Do you agree, do you not? Let me know in the comment section down below. Obviously it's pretty self-explanatory. Of course, that'll be no changes from the side. It started last night against Southampton. So then moving on to my score prediction then for tomorrow's game, the last part of the match previews. As always, you guys let me know your score predictions for the game in the comment section down below. But for me, I'm going to go with Leicester win tomorrow. I'm going to go with a narrow 2-1 win to Leicester. I think we will pick up another 3 points, which would be absolutely massive. Goal scorer wise, I'm going to go with Vardy to get the goal, of course, and the other goal scorer, I think Marco Brighton might get another goal for Chelsea. I'm going to go with Timo Werner to finally score for them. It's about time, and he hasn't scored yet in the Prem, so yeah, he's going to do it against Leicester. See, it always happens. But yeah, 2-1 I'm going for tomorrow. It really could go either way. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm pretty confident that Leicester can just get the win. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 tomorrow. Let me know your score predictions in the comment section down below. So the boys and girls, that is it for today's video. Of course, in today's video, I bring you guys the Leicester versus Chelsea match preview. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, let me know by dropping a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Let me know your thoughts on tomorrow's game, your score predictions, your predictions. Just let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, I'll see you all for the live watch on tomorrow night. It's going to be a big one. But yeah, I've been Sportsa, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Peace, guys.